Sara Puckett, please. Start with Cora.
Sarah, you said Sunday when you had 15 points that you weren't worried about like anyone getting mad. And there's not egos on this team about who's scoring. What do you feel like that says about the team culture?
I just think it says that, we're really about each other. We go out there and we play for each other, for the coaches, for the staff, and we're just all in it together. We're not necessarily focused on just what we do individually, but how the team does. And that's what I think is my main mindset is just I want the team to win. And so I'm going to give it 100% effort every time I go on the floor. And I know that every single person that is on the bench and on the floor with me is going to do the same thing.
Sara, this team just made it into the AP top 10 for the first time in nearly 3 years. I know you're just a freshman, but how cool is it that be a top 10 team in the country?
I mean, it's very exciting. We were all just kind of on our heels waiting to, until it came out. But, we're not satisfied. We want to keep climbing, and we want to keep growing and keep getting better together, and that's just our goal every day coming into practice.
Was there any reaction of excitement when you found out you were top 10?
Yes, there was a lot. Everybody was very excited.
Sara, given the game experiences that you've had so far, how much different do you feel right now than maybe you did at the beginning of the season?
I feel having 8 games under my belt has been very beneficial, just because I get to kind of see how college basketball is, just how I fit into the system and just how it goes. And I've really enjoyed it, and I just can't wait to take this experience to just, keep growing with my team and further the season.
How have you adjusted, particularly on offense, because it looks like you're getting some traction there.
Right.
What's going on for you there, do you think?
I mean, when my teammates give me the ball, I'm going to look for my shot. If I don't have it, then I'm going to kick it out because I know they're going to hit it. So I'm just, being confident in myself because they've put their confidence in me, and that's just really what I'm focusing on.
Sara, what does it say about Kelly Harper as a coach that players keep making progress, like you move through 8 games or getting better? Tamara Key is taking a huge jump this season. So what does it say about her as a development coach?
I think it says that she really just has our best interest in her heart. Like, she wants us to be the best player we can be, and also it translates off the court to the best person we can be, best student we can be. But I just feel like she wants us to get better every single day. We don't take any practice for granted, any game for granted. So we're just really focusing on growing as a team, and she wants us to grow individually. And so you can really see that in practice and how much she supports us.
Kind of touching on that, are you done with classes right now? Are you wrapped
Yes,
up? Or what's
thankfully.
that like kind of moving forward and kind of knowing you're able to kind of focus on just basketball right now?
Right. I mean, it's a stress reliever just because I had my last final yesterday. So don't have to focus on that. And so all my attention is to basketball now. And that's my first priority, just to be able to come in and just practice every day, make it great, get a lot of extra work in, just for my teammates and for myself. So.
Sarah,
What was that film session like there after Virginia Tech? I'm sure a lot of positives, some negatives there. I guess what were some of the takeaways?
We saw many areas we could have improved, but Coach Harper also showed us what we did positive, and so how we need to keep growing on that, and all the, quote, negative things you would say, just what we can, focus on in practice to get better for the next game.
Sarah, going back to not having any school right now, you guys now have 5 games at home.
Yeah.
How important will this stretch be for you guys to just focus on basketball and be home the whole time?
Right. I think it's very important we just focus on one game at a time. Like, we have Georgia State coming up. I think that should be our main focus right now, and I know it is, just across the board from the players to the coaches. And just taking each game, like I said, not for granted, but just to see where we can grow, since we will be having SEC when we get back. But I just feel like if we focus on each game, we'll be good.
Sara, they were posting you up Sunday. Did you do a lot of that in high school? Were you kind of an inside-outside type player there?
Yes, sir. I did both in high school, so I was very comfortable, getting in there, because when smaller players are on me, I think I kind of recognized that too, and I feel like Coach Kelly did in that game, and so that's what helped me do well.
Sara, you've been a consistent player coming off the bench and just immediately contributing and scoring. How would you embrace that kind of six-man role that you're playing with right now?
I've embraced it fully, with a lot of passion. I just I love being out there, so whenever she gives me the opportunity to be out there, I'm going to give it 100%, like I said. Like, I can't take that for granted, and if I make a mistake, I'm going to come back and I'm going to get it back because that's just me. That's my nature. So I'm just going to put all that work in, and hopefully it'll pay off. So.
Sarah, I know it's your first year, but 2 new assistant coaches, and Sam and Joy, and with a fresh face, fresh eyes, like how have they impacted the team culture, and how was their transition into this program?
I think it's been really great just because everybody has different outlooks, and so I feel like different perspectives on the game and just really helps everybody to be able to grow in many different areas. And I personally got to talk to them like before when they were at their respective schools before, and so I knew coming in like I was going to enjoy having them as my coaches. So.
Kelly Harper said after the game that she praised Tamari Key, she praised Jordan Marston. I guess, what did she say to you after the game?
Let me think.
I know it was a while ago.
Yes. I strictly remember her saying Sara Buckets. That's all I can remember. But I guess that's kind of my nickname, so I'm growing into it now. But yes, so she just told me great job.
You didn't have that nickname growing up or in high school?
Well, actually, my high school coach would just randomly call me Buckets. So I don't know. It's just kind of Sara Buckets now, so, and the 2 T's.
Jordan Walker's the first one I saw use on social media, but who's the first one who started calling you that on the team?
Let me think. The first one, probably JoJo, Jordan Walker. Yeah, probably her.
All right, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you all.